Hello YouTubers, this is the Nubifier. I'm getting over a cold, as is I think 97% of YouTube, so I apologize. My voice is a little bit weird. I wanted to talk to you today about HOTAS Warthog. I believe they're probably not the most expensive thing you can buy on the market, but it might as well be. The reviews that I read online are that it's great. Everything is good except the price is the only thing that people mention as a con. Other people mention that the software is stupid. Those people are stupid because you don't even need to use software specifically for Star Citizen. If you were one of the people that are offended that I just called you stupid because you reviewed it, you're stupid. You don't need the software. Enough. Okay, so specifically with regards to Star Citizen, I know that HOTAS is used for other games. I don't give a fuck about those games. I'm focusing only on Star Citizen. So the majority of the buttons on the throttle part, I found that they don't need to be bound to anything. There's I think a total of 19. There's two 8-way hat switches. There's one little thing that works quite like a joystick. I'm reading a lot of people are using it for aiming their gimbal mounts. Looks pretty neat. I tried to use it as a yaw. I was hoping for a little bit of fidelity in it. Failed. Didn't have the level of control I was interested in, so I ended up getting a set of pedals as well. Because of that, converted down to a sit-down desk, and after everything was all said and done, a little bit upset because it wasn't intuitive and I didn't really take into consideration learning curve. All that's done. If you're gonna buy a set of this, if you want to buy one of these, go do it. I have no complaints whatsoever. Yes, it's expensive. No binding whatsoever in the mechanism. It would be comparable to like a sniper rifle's bolt action. It's just mint. There's no binding. It's super precise. The construction is second to none. It almost feels German, like if that means anything to you. And the only thing is it lacks a twist motion, so you will need pedals. So I'm going to talk right now a little bit about some of the things I've bound to different buttons on the joystick. The trigger is a double pull. It's really quite nice. You pull about 3 millimeters and you get your first trigger click, and then you pull all the way and you'll get second. So certain vehicles like the Mustang Delta, that's very advantageous. You can fire your repeaters and you just keep squeezing and then you fire your dump fire. I've used it for staging class 1, class 2, so you could pepper the guy with class 1, and when you got really close to you're gonna hit, you just squeeze more and you fire everything at once. So trigger, very, very good. This is a second pinky trigger. I tried using it for numerous things. I found I was uncomfortable for repetitive motion, but I have it bound now to TeamSpeak. The thumb switch, the gray switch, looks like a little castle. That I have bound to strafe, up, down, left, right. So coupled or uncoupled, that will do that motion. And if you push down on it, that's boost. The top red button, that's what I have set up for rear view. I use track IR, and with rear view and something like Hornet, you can aim and shoot out the back independent of your Rio. So it's actually really useful just for essay. There's a pinky button down the right side. I have that set up for decouple, toggle, and then of course pitch and roll like an airplane for the stick itself. Pedals, yaw, pretty self-explanatory. Don't use the toe brakes. Throttle is bound to the throttle axis, and then I have the thumb 8-way is set up for, again, pitch and roll. So coupled, you can use them independent of everything else. That's the entire setup. Some of the things I have bound several times to different buttons on different places, but within reason. That gives me full 6-axis for everything. The reason I'm not doing things like balancing shields and power is that I actually use voice attack for that. So please feel free to bind everything that you could possibly want to this. And I really do think that it is the solution. It is. I know that Star Citizen's making their own HOTAS. They might as well just rebrand and sell this. It's that good. Happy flying. See you in the verse.